Of this wonderful day, marking the starting point of this IMRTS Institute. I'm really pleased to be here because I think it's very, very important to rebuild or to further develop the link between educational institutions and industrial partners. We, industries, we cannot do the business, we cannot fulfill the needs of our customers if we don't have the right competencies. And it's very important to have the link between these industries and the educations in order to bring the right competency at the right time to the industries. So thank you very much, Barthil. Thank you, IMRTS, to basically having us on board this wonderful adventure. Now, as it was said during the previous speeches, it's very important to build this link. When Keolis was chosen by L&T to do the operation and maintenance of this metro, we had a lot of questions. How will we do it in India? When I first came in India 1.5 years ago, basically the big challenge was to recruit people. How do we get the right competency on board to do basically a business that was not there in Hyderabad, not there in Telangana, in AP, and basically in few places in India. So what we face, and we are still facing, is the big difficulties to have the right competency on board for this operation and maintenance. You have a lot of heavy industries in India, but for operation and maintenance, you have to look at the few metros being operated in Delhi, now in Mumbai, Calcutta, Bangalore. So the pond basically for competency was quite small. So and during, let's say, the past year, when we were recruiting people, we have big, and we still have big difficulties to get the right competency, the right experience on board. So we cannot change the past. We have to deal with the present, but we can imagine and construct a future. And I think what IMRTS, what Barthil is doing, what we are all doing here today is to build the future. The future are the students that are for this first year of the postgraduate program, but we are all building the future of both Hyderabad, both the metro systems in India, and also basically the future of the Hyderabadis. So let's go on, let's build this future together. It's very important for the city, it's very important for the industries, and it's very important for the educational, let's say, system in India. The link, let's say, if we talk about internship, for example, it's very difficult to have long-term internship. That's something surprising for us. In Europe, basically, you can have 4 months, 6 months interns. In India, when you are discussing with educational institutes, you have short-term internship. But let's say for industries, we are looking for people who stay longer in-house to have a full project. Not a small project, but a full-fledged project being done in-house. So we have to further develop this capacity to promote, to build this long-term partnership between educational institutes and industries. Now, a few words for students. You will have, during the next year, basically a lot of courses, modules on technology. Never keep in mind that technology is not the only thing. As you can see when Mr. Reddy is speaking, you need something more. Technology is only fulfilling a need. Technology cannot be an end by itself. So take the example of Mr. Reddy, for example, you need passion. You cannot basically succeed, at least not in this business, if you don't have a passion for transportation. We are not building only trains. We are not just building stations or viaducts. We are building a transportation to be used by passengers. So always keep in mind also the passengers. We have to think like passengers. Building trains, if nobody is on board, it's useless. Building viaduct station is useless too. So two big ideas. Basically, I would suggest you to work on this for the future.